Hi, everybody. So today we spent our time in math talking about division. So we're going to spend a couple minutes going over application problem. Then I'm going to break down what we talked about and how we are dividing so far. So give me a second. I will pull up our application problem. All right, so we always start math with an application problem. We start it first because we really want our kids' brains to be up and moving before we dive into the lesson. And most of the time, our application problem will have some kind of relationship with what we are doing in class. So I'm going to read it, and I'm going to walk you through how I solved it. You're more than welcome to pause it after I read it to complete it with your scholar at home. Sally needs to buy 10 raffle tickets. Sally needs to buy 40 raffle tickets. They come in packs of 5 tickets. How many packs does he need? So when I look at my question, a really big thing that I need to know is 40 raffle tickets. Also, I need to know that they come in packs of 5. That's super important. So whenever I circle something, we need to pull it out. So I have 40 raffle tickets. And I know they come in packs of 5. No, my question says how many packs does he need? I'm looking for packs. I don't care about tickets. I care about packs. And if you ask your scholar what a pack is, we talked about how we can find packs of gum. They've seen packs of Coke. There are packs of paper. Packs are anything that contains multiple items in it. So I know that one pack has 5. And I know this because it's told to us. So because it's told to us, that's what we're going to use. So I need 40 raffle tickets. So here I only have 5. So I need to make multiple packs until I get to 40. So I can make another one. Now I've got 2. So by the time you're done, you should have 8 packs. Always make sure we are labeling as we're going through. We're counting. We're looking at everything, making sure our handwriting is nice and neat, making sure we can read our work. I counted my packs, as you can see. Now I'm going to skip count by 5 to make sure I have 40. Because I might think it's 8, but you always want to count just to make sure. So with 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. As you can see, we have hit 40 inside of each pack. As my question said, these were 5 tickets. So I have 40 tickets total out of 8 packs. So my answer would be that Sally needs 8 packs. Now, another way we could have done this is if you had just written 40 divided by 5. I had a good question today. They asked me, they said, Mr. Keeper, what is that symbol with the 2 dots on the line? That is our division symbol. When they're in 3rd grade and 4th grade and high, and they go higher and higher, this symbol will end up changing to another symbol. But in 2nd grade, we will stick with this symbol right here, and as well as a little bit in 3rd grade as well. But as we're going through here, we can look, and we know that our first number tells me my total. My second number is our groups. This is related to multiplication, because if you see 5 times blank equals 40, then 5 is still going to be our groups. The blank is our how many. And look, that 40, that's still our total. So notice how our totals and groups stay the same during our 2 problems. So both of these answers are 8. So today's lesson, we're going to look at how are we dividing and what does this look like based on fact families as well. So if I have the problem 12 divided by 3, okay, that 12 is my total. The 3 would be my groups, And then I would go ahead and start drawing it out. 1, 2, 3 groups. And I'm going to put 1 dot in each group until I get to 12. 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to start here. I'm going to go back to the front. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now that I've hit 12, I'm going to count all my dots to make sure I have the right number and all numbers match. So I know I got 4 here, 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 here. If you add all these up, you will get 12. If you look at this problem, this relates to multiplication. Notice how they relate to each other. If this is still our equal groups. In division, we're just going backwards. Our answer is 4. Now, if we looked at our fact families, we know that if 12 divided by 3 is 4, then 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 3 is 12. Notice again how multiplication and division are related to each other. And this, my friends, is called fact families. If we can multiply, we can divide. All you need are 2 numbers, and you can figure out that last number every time. Let's do another one. What if I had, let's say, 24 divided by 6? Make it a little bit harder. Well, it's the exact same thing. We have our total, we have our groups. So I need 6 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to count all the way to 24. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to go really quick all the way through here. If you want to slow it down and pause my voice, you're more than welcome to do that. I'm counting in my head as I go. And I'm almost done, and done. I have 6 groups. I have 24 dots total. And I'm going to count to make sure all my dots are the same. Now, this part's very important because a lot of times we had a couple scholars today who would end up hitting 24 about the middle of the problem. Okay? If that happens, that means there's too many dots. That's why I really try to stress the fact that when they start counting, they go from the first group to the last group. Then they restart at the first group to the last. So they're always going left to right, left to right. So when I got 4, and this one 4, I'm labeling my groups to make sure I see each one has 4 all the way in it. When I add those up, I get, you guessed it, 24. Now to put my answer, what is my answer? Well, your answer is going to be whatever number you get down here that repeats itself. So see how I have 4 all the way across? Well, guess what goes up here? 4. Because my answer is whatever in the dots. Do you remember back before when we said on our multiplication over here, right? Remember how when we looked at it, excuse me. Remember how we looked at it? We said in division, we have our total, then our groups. Then we looked at our multiplication, we had groups, how many in total? Well, that answer, when we divide, is our how many. This right here is our how many. So we're always using the same formula. For division, it's total divided by groups equals the how many. And in multiplication, it's groups times how many equal the total. And that's pretty much how these two are related. If you know 2 of them, you can always find the third one. What if we had the how many in the groups? Well, you can find the total by multiplying. What if you only have the total and the how many? You can find it by dividing. It all works together. We're going to do one more problem, and then I'm going to give you 4 problems that you can do with your scholar at home. What if we had the problem 48 divided by 8? Well, let's break it down each side like we did before. The first number is our total. The second number is our groups. The third number is going to be our how many. Now, Miss Winter's over there, and she's probably thinking, well, how do you know that this number is a total and not a how many? Well, you know that this is a total because this is a division sign. When you are dividing, the total always goes first because division and subtraction are related. The big number, the total, will always go first when you are dividing. So now we're going to break it up. I know I need 8 groups. Now I want to count to 48. Now, Mr. Kiefer already knows his answer, so I'm going to go pretty quickly through here. I know that each one of these is going to be 6. You're more than welcome now to pause right before I started this and write this out on your own and see if you can try to figure this out before you come back and look what I have. I know that each one of these is going to be 6. And then when you add up all your numbers, you're doing your repeated addition, you're going to get an answer of 48. So I know that my how many again is how many goes inside each group. That's going to be 6. So now we have our total, we have our groups, and we have our how many. Now let's do our fact families one last time over on this side. If 48 divided by 8 equals 6, then 48 divided by 6 equals 8. Then we also know that 8 times 6 is 48, as well as 6 times 8 is 48. This is super important, and it's going to be super crucial in 3rd grade that our kiddos understand fact families. I know in my past that I've had a lot of kiddos who struggled on their multiplication, but once they got fact families down, multiplication and division, they knew instantaneously. It was super easy, and a lot of them had a lot of fun with it. Thank you so much for watching today. I'm going to give you a couple problems that you're more than welcome to do with your scholars at home, just to make sure they have an understanding. And you're more than welcome to pause at any time, go back and re-look at any of the problems that I have. So they can do 56 divided by 7. You can have them do the problems 21 divided by 3. And you can have them do the problem, let's say 27 divided by 9. Or you can just make up any problems you want on your own. It's all up to you. I want to thank you all for coming and spending these last couple minutes with us today. We had such a fun day. We always have fun when we see our kids, and we look forward to seeing them on Monday. Don't forget, no school tomorrow. Bye.